What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tech and the Power of Juju Full Blind. We're back at Jaboba's hut. We're gonna go inside and see what we're doing.
You need to get the Yorbles. I don't have the time to bother with anything else right now.
Oh,
jerk it up.
Get away! Go away! Okay, so I have to get the Yorbles. All right. So Jesse and I were just talking on off screen about how a cup of coffee is worse for you caffeine-wise than a can of Coke. And
I mean, coffee's still better for you.
This one time I looked up what the lethal get away from me, little monsters. I looked up what the lethal amount of Mountain Dew is. Like how many? No, it was Monster Energy drinks. Like how many Monster Energy drinks do you have to drink in a straight line to kill yourself? And at work we have what's called the Baja Challenge.
Yo, can we go back to this bridge? Go back on that bridge for a second.
Yeah, man.
Who built this? Why is the ropes like halfway down like the logs?
Yeah, actually.
Anyways, yeah, continue.
Cheap.
Your work asking about this.
Oh yeah, we have the Baja Challenge where we found out that you'd have to drink 130 for like 140 something cans of Baja.
I don't think I could do that. I think I'd be too busy in the bathroom whizzing all day.
No, we talk about this. Okay, so in this calculation, okay, the calculation for this is essentially like if you were to drink that much Baja Blast, you would drown before you OD on Baja. Like you can't OD, you'll drown, or your sugar will like stop your heart.
You can't die, you'll die.
Like you can't really kill yourself on Baja Blast. It doesn't work that way. So anyway, we have this joke and it's called like hashtag Baja Challenge where, oh come on, there we go. Yeah, so we always joke about the hashtag Baja Challenge where you take as much Baja Blast as you can before you OD. And Jesse and I were talking about this, but there is a list online, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but like it's like how much green tea would you need to drink to OD on green tea, and the short version is you have to drink like 1,784.
I was gonna say I don't know I don't know what you mean by OD on green tea. I don't think there's anything to really overdose on. Green tea is not exactly a drug.
Exactly, that's the point, right? Like it would be a ludicrous.
If you drank green tea till death, you would just, like you said,
you
die
drown.
You just
drown
bloat yourself. Too much liquid.
So, but like it was like 40 monster.
You'd be like that lady who won the Wii, but at what cost? Literally, she died. She literally died from like drinking too much water.
I won the Wii.
Yo, you won the Wii, all right. You should have whizzed all that out. Maybe you would have survived.
I'm just saying, man.
That's
she got to the. That's mean. He says she got to the afterlife.
That was someone's
like,
mom, probably.
Probably, maybe.
Because she probably tried to win it for their kids. I hope.
I hope. She's like, I can't.
Wait, no, I hope. Wait, why would I hope that? I mean, I hope these kids have lost their mom. I hope she's a single and alone, because at least then nobody's sad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait, that's also.
You hope she died alone?
I wish she didn't die. Okay, there we go. That's the truth. No one should die trying to get a Wii. That is... It's kind of her own fault, but at the same time...
Listen, dog. Super Mario Galaxy is incredible. I'm sorry. I'm with Jesse. That's horrible. I'm so sorry that happened. But, like... Super Mario Galaxy is pretty dope. I'm sorry. Okay. This is where I think we need to at some point decide if it's worth it to show this on camera, because it looks like I'm not allowed to turn Warrior Lock back until I get all of the because we have his soul, which I found by total accident, by the way, and now we need to collect 100 Yorbles.
How many do you have?
19.
That's okay. Just go around. We'll just yak.
Yakking and stacking and jacking and tacking. Hey, monkey. Ah, hey, monkey! Just walked up and he was like, get the shit out of here.
So, side note, have you ever played Kirby's Dream Land 2 on Game Boy?
Yeah, I've played it.
That game's hard.
Yeah.
Final boss took me like 3 hours.
Fun fact, I remember my friend let me Kirby. I don't know if I ever get it back.
I hate the old Kirby's just for the fact that the power-ups, like the copy powers, are worthless. The actual easiest way to play that game is just normal Kirby. Go from Kirby to Superstar, from early Kirby to Superstar, and the upgrade is insane. And then you play Dreamland 3, which came out after, and you're like, why is this worse than Superstar?
I can tell you that I had a Game Boy copy of what's that one game called? Kirby
Pinball?
No,
Tilt and Tumble?
No, first one.
It's Kirby's Dreamland.
Kirby's Dreamland.
That game's easy as hell, dude. It's like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, I remember the hardest part for me as a kid was getting past that airship. You have to like do the blimp fight.
Fun fact, that entire game is in Kirby Superstar.
And if you, I know it is. But here's the funny part about this, right? This story here with the with the like me getting going and having a hard time with it. If you play the game and you know what King Dedede does, because you know you've played Kirby for your last, you know, whatever you've been playing the modern Kirbys, like as Jesse said, it writes itself, right? Like, wait a sec, do I have to shoot this monkey? I think I have to shoot this monkey. Oh,
Why are monkeys always dicks in video games?
because they're dicks in real life. You hear those like macaw monkeys that like have been stealing that steal people's stuff? They're just like known for being bad. Like they're like a menace.
Dance the menace. Are you wait, so you're talking about Kirby, are you done?
No, sorry. Yeah, if you play Kirby, when I played Kirby as a kid, and I got to King Dedede at the end of that game, I remember being Dreamland. I remember you get to Dedede, and I was like, this boss fight is impossible. Now as an adult, I'm like, this is a joke because I know every telegraphed movie's got. Like I know all the moves.
telegraphed. Keep in mind that game was made for kids.
Yeah.
So that's why when people bitch that Kirby's too easy, I'm like, you do know that this is literally designed to be an easy platformer on purpose, guys, right? They're like, yeah, the old Kirbys are harder though. Yeah, they're harder, but that's because they're old. Every old game was hard.
I don't get the
Play Superstar. Superstar is not harder than Kirby's. What's a game called on Switch? Star Allies.
What's the one that came out?
What, on the Wii?
Yeah, that one's
Return to
pretty
Dreamland.
dope. Return to Dreamland. I really like that
Yeah,
game.
but like these games, like I will tell you right now, like if you think Star Allies is easy, go play the arena on the max difficulty. That's hard. It's harder than Superstar's arena, I'll tell you that.
You know what the best part about those true arenas, the arena? It's the true arena stuff. I remember when
That's
we
only
played Superstar.
on the DS version.
I know.
though.
But when I played Superstar, and you guys, because you guys showed me that, I didn't have it. And you were like, hey, check out True Arena. And I was like, what's True Arena? And keep in mind, Kirby, oh gosh.
That was the first time they did that, though.
I know it was, but
And now
I
it's a
remember
staple.
I was like, jaw dropped. I was baffled
DS
when you guys
version was
first showed
good.
me that. I was like, what the hell? And you showed me what, Galaxy Night.
The only thing I don't like about the
Galaxy Night, I
DS
think that
version
was
is
really
that the
cool.
music has been nerfed.
What does it say?
Like they had to compress the
Warning,
music.
magic Nubu plant ahead.
One ahead? What does that say after one? Is that a one or an I?
I don't know, man. What's it? Was it a magic Nubu, like the boss fight?
Oh,
Oh, that's a plan. Okay, that was the warning. The warning was to give us direction as to where we were supposed to go. That's what it was. Okay,
yeah.
go on.
But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about Superstar Ultra is like the music isn't as good. That's a lot of true about a lot of those ports. Like look at if you actually compare Mario World or Link to the Past to the Game Boy Advance side by
All right,
side
that's
to the
slimy
original.
one. You can't climb that one.
Even the Final Fantasy games, they compare the music and their nerf. Like, would you play Final Fantasy 6 on GBA? It's got upgrades, but you probably love the music in 6, right?
Yeah.
The music is nerfed significantly.
Yeah, I used to actually have. This is. You always judge a person
And,
by how nerdy they are if they have.
But
a video
music
game
is a big deal for
soundtrack
games
on
and for a
their things.
soundtrack. It'd be like if you played Sonic Adventure
Hold on,
2's
hold on,
port
let me
and
finish
it's
my
had,
thought. Yeah, if you always appreciate how nerdy you feel when you have like a video game song on your MP3 player or your phone. And I remember I had the Atma Weapon song from Final Fantasy VI on my phone for so long. Lower Tree Village.
But yeah, you wouldn't want to play a version, even if it's technically better,
Oh shoot.
that has that song not as good, right?
Yeah, no, I want the classic song, which I know a lot of people have a problem with that one game, with the Final Fantasy music in Smash because they got so cheap with the.
I don't know why
That was too cool. Now you have the ability to cast a spirit called Juju. It causes Nerval spirits to automatically come to you.
Trevor, why don't you use your feather to find hidden items?
I don't want to waste my feathers.
Do you have to use feather for that?
Yeah.
You have like 2,000!
Oh, I'm sorry. How many power cores do you have in Fallout 3 or 4?
Not that many. I have to actually use them.
You just actually
to get a character or like a side character I want, I actually have to like use 3 of them down to like 1 because then I can give. So they want 3 power cores, right?
Yeah.
And even you can't. They have to have energy. You can't give them an empty one.
Yeah.
So the strat is to waste 3 of them till they have like 1 power.
Is it really a waste? Is it really a waste when you wear them? Because they like.
Yeah,
they
I just
dump.
hate the fact that they're limited. Because in Fallout 3, you just like put on power armor, and you know what the worst part is?
Find these
The whole
things.
reason in lore power armor was invented was like to be alternative to tanks because they didn't have fuel.
Yeah.
and that
oh
power-
my gosh.
And power armor
Damn
was supposed
it.
to last for like decades without a charge, right?
Yeah.
In lore. And then they're like, Yeah, in Fallout 4, they last like 20 minutes. And I'm like, well, they last longer than that, but like, you get the point, right? It's kind of like at hunger meters and
I died.
It's kind of like why I don't like hunger meters in games. They're like, you haven't eaten for 8 hours. You are starving. And I'm like, no, you can survive for like... You can survive for like 2 weeks without food.
Okay, so Nick and I were playing the forest, yeah?
Yeah.
And in the forest, we went into a cave, and I didn't bring any food because we hadn't played in a while. And I would say we were in the cave for like maybe 10 minutes. I'm talking real world time here, obviously. We're in the cave for 10 minutes, and the character is like, I need to eat. I'm dying. And Nick,
it's been like a one game. It's like one day.
It's been like no time. Let's be clear. We've been in this cave for literally no time, and this character is like, I am actually starving to death. And I'm like, Nick, I need to eat or I'm gonna die. Oh, you can't jump off these. I'm like, Nick, I need to eat or I'm gonna die. And he goes, dude, what do you mean you're gonna die? Like, he goes, okay, well, here's an entire rabbit. Like, here's an entire cooked rabbit.
And you eat this rabbit.
And I eat the rabbit.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. I'm half.
That's
right?
so retarded. If I ate a whole rabbit, I'd be stuck.
I'm not even done. So I eat half the rabbit, or the entire rabbit. Literally 5 minutes later. Nick,
A rabbit's as big as a chicken.
Yeah, I'm like, Nick, I'm starving to death. And he's like, I just gave you a rabbit. And I was like, dude, I'm starving to death. And he goes, all right, here's another rabbit. And I ate the entire rabbit. Keep in mind, we've been in this cave for Jesse,
probably
in-game time, okay?
Like 2 days.
No, less. We've been in this cave, it's been one night. So we've been in this cave
2
for
whole rabbits and your character's like, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die of starvation.
Freaking
Oh, come on! I don't even know what I'm
like a
doing
fatso
wrong here.
pig who's just like, I need food.
I don't actually know what I'm doing wrong here, which is making this very difficult.
You can always Google it.
I don't want to Google it.
I know.
So, okay, then I'm like, we're in the cave. It's been maybe 6 hours. I've had 2 rabbits. I'm like, oh, I still have Snickers. So I eat 3 Snickers. My character's
Your
like,
character's a pig.
yeah, I'm like, my character's like, I'm dying. I need to eat. And I'm like, no one eats this much. No human being eats
Even
this much.
people who live in society don't. Like I said, if you gave me an entire rabbit, not only would I not finish it, if I did finish a whole rabbit, I probably would actually be good for like the next day. I'd probably still be not hungry.
So anyway,
like
I remember this.
So I hated this game because it's a meter that you have to balance that trips going left and right for like whichever you. So if like if like Lambert from Third Echelon's like Sam, I need you to sabotage like their communication systems, right?
Yeah.
And you do so, they'll be like, it'll tip the meter in their favor. So like the other guys will get upset with you, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if they'll be like, okay, Sam, I want you to execute this like civilian, right?
Yeah.
And like Lambert would be like, Sam, don't do it. And
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But where your meter is what you're actually supposed to do, right?
It's not about making meaningful decisions. It's actually more about,
But you think Third Echelon would understand this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're like, there's this part in the game where they'll be like, okay, Lambert will be like, yo, Sam, I need you to sneak into like their back room and like put a back door in like their system, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So I sneak in there and put a back door in the system, and the meter's like, and then they go on the radio and they're like, Sam, I think you're like the bad guys are like, you need to prove your loyalty to us right now. And I'm like, how did you know I put this in your system? That is so stupid. Come on.
I don't know, Sam.
That's what the problem I have with that meter in this game is, like, even if you sneak and do something covertly, they're like, oh, their meter's tripping. And I'm like, no, the meter should only trip if
I'm caught.
they know you're doing something. If I murder the civilian, I understand.
Yeah, if they
but
know
like,
you did it, yeah.
If Lambert asks me to place a bug in their phone line, they don't know that the bug is there.
Because I gotta tell you...
Even if they knew it was there and they found it, they don't know who did it.
Let's be clear, Jesse. If they watch you put the bug in the system, they
would
probably
shoot
kill
you.
you. There wouldn't be a... You need to prove your loyalty. We saw you put a bug in it. No, you're probably just gonna get executed.
That's the game, is a stealth game.
No, Jesse, no.
That's why everyone who says that's
I'm not certain
So the
Sam's
360
a snitch or not, but I saw him put a bug.
So the 360 version doesn't
nice.
has 2 separate meters. Okay? And the meters only trip if you do something for them, and if you do it covertly, the other meter doesn't lower. And I'm like, that's better. And everyone says the original Xbox version is better because it's more like Chaos Theory. It is, except the part with the meter being balanced being stupid. And that is why I dropped that game. I could not handle that meter.
I just need to tell you something that happened in game here. It's really relevant. It's cool. Did you see? They literally told me, they were like, you can stop exploring this area. You got all the
oh, nice.
the nurbles, or what are they called? I don't remember. Nurbles are the little monster things. But I love it when video games do that, when they're like, here you go. Don't need to waste your time anymore, you know? Here is the actual...
To be fair, Mario 64 did that too. Like, it tells you if you have everything in the level when you pause.
And I appreciate that. There's one up there, actually. I just see it.
Well, they don't tell you the 100 coins are a thing, but other than that...
But no, it doesn't matter. I appreciate that in a video game, where they're like, hey man, you don't need to waste your time, you know? Here it is. And I, as a gamer, appreciate stuff like that, because especially in... By the way, remember we said we don't...
Blast shards!
You know how we said... Oh, blast shards. Oh, I'm alive. That's a whole nother thing. We were talking about this when we were starting to play this game. We said, hey, we don't actually know if this is a 3D collection platformer, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we know if it's a 3D collection platformer.
Well, it is later, I guess.
I guess I should probably go back to the burial ground and actually look around, because they didn't tell me that I finished it. They just said, like... You know, they were like, oh, go here. I just got Lock Soul, and I was like, I'm out, you know? But I guess we probably should go back and check. I hope this game doesn't do this very often, but it definitely is a 3D collection platformer. They're literally locking progress away from me until I collect enough of these blue ball things. Alright, so, Blast Shards, because we still have a little bit of time. Blast Shards, great mechanic, hypothetically. On paper.
That's when I click the left thumbstick everywhere on every square inch of the map. You're never finding them all.
No, I needed to be up there. I saw things.
You would have to pull up a map on IGN before you collected the first blast shard and cross them off. Yeah. Otherwise, you will never find them.
You'll never, ever find them.
Unless you're one of those players who will actually
chart
every single part of the game.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're wasting your time because you're never gonna find those things. Okay, so they fixed this to their credit, right? We gotta give credit, Jesse. They do fix this in Infamous 2. There is an ability where you can literally click the thumbstick and find blast shards. No BS.
Yeah, you can in the original, but they changed the way it functioned.
In 2, it'll always show you the nearest one. Yes. Even if it's across the map, if it is the nearest one to you, right? Like if there's literally no other ones you can get, the game will show you where they are, and the game will give it to you. Very much appreciated compared to the last game where they're like, there's no blast shards around you. There's nothing. There's no blast shards. You're wasting. There's no blast shards, and you're like, okay. Infamous, great superhero video game.
It's one of my least favorites. Like games that I liked the game. I said I quotes, like I said I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what were the quotes about?
I think it's a good game, but it's like my least favorite PlayStation exclusive game I played. There's just something about that series I'm just like,
I really like
I know everyone's like, it's better than Prototype, but I'm like, I
disagree. Prototype, okay, Infamous has an interesting story. Jesse and I complain a lot about time travel, anything. So if we can appreciate the game as a storytelling game, I think the idea, I actually really like the idea of the Beast and the gray, because the whole thing is it's about gray morality, you know? Like, the Beast isn't necessarily evil.
I could fry him right now and open the door, or I could tell him his wife is dead. I'm sorry, great man.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, though, with the Beast argument, where essentially with the Beast, he's not evil. John isn't evil. He's just, it's like them or us kind of thing, right? Which, it's the train track argument, right? Do you kill one person, you kill 10. Like, it's your call. Do you kill everyone with superpowers, or do you just kill, right? Anyway, you get the idea.
Just ask Superman, he'll tell you.
Hey, we're not allowed to say that. We just got demonetized.
Oh, crap. That's actually a thing, too.
Shit.
Actually, I want to see if you're going to have a copyright strike.
That'd be really funny. So, anyway, yeah, as far as, like, the argument.
Here. We should try somewhere else now.
I really appreciate that mechanic. I really like that mechanic. Good job, Tak, and the power of Juju. I'm genuinely impressed with you. So anyway, I like this mechanic of potentially weird kind of who do you choose kind of thing if no one is necessarily evil on either side of the spectrum, you know? Essentially, this is more pertinent in Infamous 2, right? Where you get bad people on both sides of the factions. It's not just bad conduits, but you get bad humans as well. And in Infamous 3, which is kind of ridiculous.
I haven't played Infamous 3 yet. I have it.
You essentially watched me do a whole playthrough one stream.
I don't remember it.
Anyway, the gimmick with that one is there is like a person. It's pretty much illegal to be a conduit. Yeah, it's essentially illegal to be a conduit. So the trade-off is you can be a conduit. The law will literally come and like lock you up, and then there's a twist at the end that's really, really stupid. But like, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Infamous 3 is my least favorite in the series. It's entirely too short. It offers nothing as a story plot point, and even if you follow the Infamous storyline, it doesn't make any sense. Because the end of Infamous 2, right? The end of Infamous 2 is that you have to... Spoiler, we do a lot of spoiling on this show. The thing is, you get to the end and you can choose between saving all the humans or saving all the conduits, but not both. Like, either the conduits live or the humans die. It's your call kind of thing. You make the final decision. Is this still considered the burial grounds? Because if this is the burial grounds, it said we finished. Although they did just say this area, right? I don't know. Maybe I'll check this thing and see what it says. We're in the burial grounds, and we got to go to Taxville. I think
someone who loves TAC is gonna be upset with our playthrough where we never talk about TAC.
This is actually.
But I mean,
true.
what are we supposed to talk about?
Well,
like,
I'm complimenting TAC here. And
I mean,
there.
it looks like a
I
fun
really like
game,
this
but,
game. I enjoy this.
I'm not really paying attention to it, so I'm like.
The way I would describe this is I'm enjoying myself while I play it. I think it has great music. It's kind of got a cool mechanic where you're finding magic power. I've been getting lots of power-ups as I play, which is always a bonus for me. As I play video games like this, finding lots of power-ups and doing cool stuff like this. I like this game mechanic whenever I play video games like this. And I'm kind of intrigued by the story. I kind of like this idea of this evil wizard and attack trying to... Why, though? Come on with this every time. You come out of loading screens in this game and they beat the crap out of you. But anyway, okay, so I'm intrigued by this really kind of adorable plot with, like, Tack trying to revive the warrior Locke, and we're not stupid. Obviously, the big reveal at the end of this game is the warrior is Tack. The warrior of legend isn't Locke. Because, I mean, he seems kind of like a bumbling doofus as of right now, right? But yeah, I think it's cute. I think Tack is really cute so far. From what I've played, I'm really enjoying this video game. Is it my favorite platformer? Probably not, but that's a lot of bias coming out.
Dr. Muto or Tack, probably Taka.
Yeah, Tack. Okay, I like Dr. Muto for weird reasons, though. I think if Dr. Muto...
I didn't really,
hold on.
I didn't really enjoy the game
versus
that much.
Numa Dunes.
Dr. Muto.
No, I was just reading more.
I didn't. No, I'm saying I didn't enjoy it that much. Is what I mean.
I think it was acceptable, but I'm with you. I think Dr. Muto...
I don't think it's a bad game.
No,
I still think it's.
no.
I don't think it's a game that's really worth playing. If that makes any sense.
It's the kind of thing. If you were starved, go for it. Right? If you're starved, do it.
Like there's way better 3D
What is
platforms.
this?
Hello, little Juju Woochie. Don't be afraid waiting. What? I'm not afraid of you. Of course you're not. Can you call your mommy or daddy? I need some big
This is the next
adult
boss fight.
Juju help. I can out Juju any Juju anywhere. Watch this.
Hadouken!
Oh, so pretty. But I need someone who
He'll
can do
kill
real
you.
grown-up, serious Juju. Yeah? You ever met a Juju who can make the earth move?
Oh.
Oh, baby made an earthquake. Good for
Bruh.
baby. Now, is your mom around? You know, I'm gonna show you some real special Juju. I'm gonna show you my magic boots. Oh,
Who's got
very
Jordans?
special baby boots.
Jack
You're so
Seven
lucky.
pairs of Jordans.
Oh, yeah? It's my lucky baby boots.
You know what this reminds me of? Since we're already gonna get demonetized. You know in Injustice? When Joker is like egging on Superman? Like he just won't stop egging on Superman. And the whole time I was like, dude, he can kill you. And then he just goes a little too far and Superman just kills him. What is this? New weapon?
I find it
Oh,
interesting.
I got a snowboard.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
I found
Oh,
it
no.
kind of interesting for the record that that game sets it up so Joker's still, because Joker's dead.
Okay, you know what? We should probably save this conversation for the next video.
Okay.
You
Let's
can use
just
this blimp when you're ready to go to Numa Dunes.
let's go hit Numa Dunes and then we'll start the next episode.
Here we are.
Oh,
Numa
whoa,
Dunes.
whoa. Here we are, Numa Dunes loading.
Sonic 06.
Attack. This place is called Numa Dunes, but there's much more here than just sand. You'll find canyons, ruins, monster spawns, and if you learn how to use your sandboard, I bet you find Yorbles here too.
Oh crap! Drift left in air, drift right in air, turbo. Oh, thank God, grind this triangle.
Dog.
Oh no. Okay, let me tell you right now, that grab button is all wrong. Look.
It should be X.
X is not even used. B should be flip. X should be grab.
Okay.
Y should be grind, and we're good.
We'll stop. We'll stop and we'll. All right. See you in the next one, guys.
Yep.